Hello, everyone, and welcome to Influential Video Tips on Leadership. My name is Dave Miller.
And I'm John Hadley. Dave, what would you like to share with us today?
Well, John, I was thinking about something that's been coming up in coaching sessions with various clients, and it all has to do with confidence and lack thereof specifically. It got me asking a question: what do we need to do as leaders to have more confidence, especially in areas where we're not feeling so strong?
Oh, a critical issue, because anytime you don't feel strong or you don't feel confident, it comes across to everyone else.
That's right. That's right. So we could probably make this into a series because there's a lot of aspects to this that we can talk about, and maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll do that. One area I wanted to look at today is the area of focus, and I think this one is really huge. What we focus on really affects how we perform. I'll give you an example. I play a lot of tennis. As you know, I play in tennis tournaments and things like that. And one of the things that I've noticed over the last couple of years is I'll be warming up for a match. So I'll be hitting with partners. I play a lot of doubles. And the people across the net, they'll be hitting the ball really hard, really well. And I'll say, this is going to be a pretty tough match. These guys are really good. Then we start the match, and it's like two different people show up. They're hitting a lot more tentatively. They're hitting the ball a lot softer. They seem tight over across the net and making a lot of mistakes. And I'm saying, where did those strokes go I saw during the warm-up? And I think it has a lot to do with focus. And the reason I know that is because I've been that person as well during matches too. That'll happen to me where you get tight in a match and there's a key point that comes up or whatever. And instead of just hitting freely through the ball, you start thinking about, I got to make this shot. I can't make a mistake. I don't want to miss this shot wide like I've done in practice before. I don't want to blow this point. All kinds of things go through your head, and sure enough, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
So what we focus on has a great deal to do with how we feel and how we perform. I'll give you another example. And John, you were here for this. We did a seminar together. This was several years ago. And I think it was a seminar on promoting yourself. And we had a job seeker there who said, I always mess up in interviews. I'm so lacking confidence during my interview process. And so we brought him up front, and I started working with him, and I wanted to see what goes through his head when he's in an interview. So we kind of put him in that place, in that state, and he closed his eyes, and I said, okay, you're in the interview. They're asking you a question. Are you feeling nervous? And he said, yes, I'm feeling nervous. I said, well, what's going through your head? What are you thinking? And I swear this is exactly what he said, word for word. He says, millions of people are interviewing for this job.
Yep.
Well, of course that's not true. But when you tell your brain something like that, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. It's going to accept it as true and react to that. So it's like, well, is this The Apprentice, the Celebrity Apprentice, or The Apprentice where millions of people want to interview for this job? What's going on? And of course, that's not the case. But you see how we can psych ourselves out by what we focus on. What we focus on gets bigger. So that's the negative side on it. The positive side on it is we focus on success. If we focus on how we're going to succeed and how we can prepare better and all kinds of things, or even if we're making stuff up, it's not so much what's true. And Tony Robbins said there's beliefs that are true and there's beliefs that are useful. Now, it's great when it's both, but as long as we're making stuff up, let's make something up that supports us instead of something that disempowers us.
Right. Instead of there are thousands of people interviewing for this job, think there's a reason they invited me in. They saw something unique in me that makes me really well qualified for this job.
Exactly. So as a quick tip, as a homework assignment right now, if you're struggling with confidence in any area, I want you to take inventory on what's going through your head, what are you thinking, what are you believing that may be causing that lack of confidence? What are you focusing on? and play with this. Play with different beliefs. Play with change the camera lens, change the angle the camera's looking at or the direction the camera's looking at, and focus on something that's going to empower you instead of disempower you. That's my tip for this week. You all have a great week and be influential.
Great tip, Dave. And be confident.
Till next week.